Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the one, the only Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP. Now, looking at this stock here, you can see we had just a ton of consolidation in the past, for a couple of years even, where the stock really didn't do much, right? It hit highs at 26, sold off, found some support near about $4, came back up to 26, sold back off, and ever since it hit this $9 mark, we've just seen extreme amounts of buying pressure with this stock, right? The stock went from like $7 all the way up to $84. Now, in that range right there, that was giving a return of almost 1,000%. It was actually rated at about 963%. And for a stock in a matter of, just at about 2 years, that is an absolute crazy return. Now, obviously, anytime a stock goes up that much that quick, we always have tendencies to see sell-off, consolidation, just because there's so much greed and FOMO in the market, causing a lot of panic buys and a lot of stocks to become overvalued. And that's kind of what we saw, right? The stock hit it and pretty much just had this massive day where it went from like $79 all the way down to about $55. That was a sell-off of right at about 40% in value. And for a stock like Snapchat that is a higher growth stock with a lot of ups and downs, that was the largest fall that the stock has ever seen. Then it did continue to sell off just with the general market, right? The S&P 500, as you guys can see, we've seen a lot of dips in the market lately. Where the S&P 500 sold off, 7-8%, we had a lot of stocks kind of follow that trend. And that's the same thing that we saw with Snapchat until today, right? The stock went up 58%. Now, for a stock like Snapchat, that is a significant move. Is it the largest the stock has ever seen? No, we had a move right in here where the stock went from about $28 all the way up to, $43, which is a return of about $56, which is pretty good. And I really, or 56%, excuse me, but I really think the main reason why we saw a lot of buying pressure today with Snapchat is because of this, right? Right in there, you guys will notice we had an earnings report today. So if we pull up Snap's earnings, you guys can see it. They had a beat in revenue by 8%. They had a beat in earnings per share by 115%, which is pretty decent. But the absolute biggest thing that Snapchat announced today were these three things right here. Okay, the first one. Okay, Snapchat share skyrocketed after it reported its first ever quarterly net profit in the fourth quarter earnings. So this company made a profit for a stock that hasn't made any money, for a company that hasn't made any money, to come out and say, hey, actually, this past quarter, we were profitable. All of these investors that have been looking at Snapchat, wanting to invest, this is their catalyst. This is their fundamental catalyst saying, all right, well, this trend is going to overall continue. Not to mention the social media company reported it quicker than expected. Progress with advertisers on Apple's iOS changes that affect target availability, which is another pretty decent thing. Not to mention, in contrast, Meta, also known as Facebook, reported a day earlier the Apple changes would result in a $10 billion revenue hit this year. So yes, the company did make profit. Not to mention they had that deal with Apple that could make them a ton of money. So the upside of Snapchat is very, very, very large. Not to mention a whole bunch of analysts have raised their price target from, it used to be rated at about $36. Now it's looking at about $55 to $60. And I think that's on the small end. I really think in the next couple of years we will see a rise of Snapchat. The reason why I think that is because we've seen companies like TikTok become extremely famous, these short video clips that have a very, very high attention span. So it's really capturing the younger audience. And I really think Snapchat carries a lot of potential. They do have a little bit of a front runner's advantage. If you think about it, Snapchat was the first company to come out with pretty much what we call stories or reels now, these short little videos and clips that kind of disappear. So Snapchat, in my opinion, carries a lot of potential in answering a couple of questions. Should you buy Snapchat? I definitely think Snapchat carries a lot of potential. Am I buying some? I've been dollar cost averaging this one for quite some time. I'm still kind of down on my shares. My average cost is right at about $46. So I'm going to continually buy on a monthly, weekly basis just so I can get a good average share. I really think Snapchat carries a lot of potential in the long run, but I really think I would not go heavy into something like this. Keep it under, maybe like 3% of your portfolio size. For every $100 invested into other things, put $3 into Snapchat just so you can balance out your risk. So if this stock just goes to zero, you're only out 3%. But if it goes up to $200, that return is going to carry a lot in your portfolio, which is going to be great, guys. Definitely a higher risk investment, especially right now, but I really think there is so much upside for Snapchat. I would not be surprised if seeing Snapchat in the next probably 2 to 3 years hit over that $100 mark. I would not be surprised at all. So guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you guys later in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.